How's it going, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? My name is Prodigy and welcome to another video on the channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. So earlier this morning I was searching through some old interviews from Tetsuya Nomura. You know, that's kind of a thing I do here on the channel because there's a lot of stuff from old interviews and even some recent ones that aren't really being covered on YouTube that has a lot of interesting information regarding Kingdom Hearts 3, maybe some teases we hadn't noticed, and so on and so forth. Basically, going through old Nomura interviews has kind of become a hobby of mine, and I decided one day to just look through 2.8 interviews because I am working on a video about the foretellers. I won't talk about the contents of that video, but I have a pretty interesting video coming soon about the foretellers. So I searched up some interviews where Nomura talks about the foretellers, and that of course led me to 2.8 and Kingdom Hearts Key back cover. Now this is a pretty long interview that came out like 2 weeks before Kingdom Hearts 2.8 release, which of course featured Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, 0.2, and Kingdom Hearts Key back cover. And in the Key back cover segment of this interview, Nomura talks a lot about the Master and Lucio. And he also mentions the box, or the Master's quote surprise. And both the interviewer and Nomura were suggesting some things 2 years ago, or well, more than that, about to be 3 years ago. They were suggesting something that kind of didn't happen. Not even kind of, it straight up didn't happen. And I wanted to talk about it, so let's get right into it. I'm going to read to you 3 segments specifically because these 3 parts have the most to do with what I'm going to be talking about, so let's get right into it. The Master appears to be quite the important character. Will we find out the reason for his disappearance in Kingdom Hearts 3? Some of the story elements from Kingdom Hearts Key back cover will be touched up upon in some way or shape in Kingdom Hearts 3, but the Master won't make an appearance. As for his surprise, on the other hand, now pause right quick. Now regarding the scenes that did have to do with Key back cover, the only one that really comes to mind is the Ephemer scene, that entire Union Cross scene actually. The scene where Xemnas is talking about the ancient Keyblade wielders and Larxene, Demyx, Luxord, and Marluxia. And then you have the epilogue, which is probably the main scene he's referencing to because Key back cover was all about the foretellers, and that scene directly kind of followed up off of Key back cover, off of the ending of Key back cover. So just saying that in case people were wondering, what is he talking about? And also, technically speaking, we do see the Master in Kingdom Hearts 3 in the secret ending, and it seems like we're going to be seeing him in Remind as well. So we're going to get into that conversation later on. By that, are you talking about the box that the Master called a surprise and entrusted to Lucio along with the Keyblade? There was also something written on it. The perceptive fan may have already worked that out. Now, in the English version of Key back cover, I do not believe they actually say the word surprise in regards to talking about the box, but the Master does say it's a secret, and they probably do say that in the Japanese version. But moving along, this is the last part to explain my point. So the box's contents will be revealed in Kingdom Hearts 3. By the way, in this world, that can be considered to be during the time period spoken about in fairy tales. What sort of position is the Keyblade in? He completely ignores the first line said by the interviewer, so the box's contents will be revealed in Kingdom Hearts 3, and he doesn't even comment on it. He doesn't decline it. He doesn't say anything about it. So we're left at a dead end here pretty much. But looking at this after having the Kingdom Hearts 3 knowledge and the Union Cross and Unchained Key knowledge, we can approach this topic a little differently. Now, I'm sure I read this interview like 3 years ago when 2.8 was about to release, but of course we hadn't played Kingdom Hearts 3 and we hadn't even played or watched Key back cover at that point. So we had no idea what to make of any of this really. Now, I forget exactly when the Japanese version of 2.8 released. I believe it was like 2 weeks before the English version. I don't know, I don't really fully remember, to be honest with you. But obviously, the thing we're all wondering after I read all that is the box wasn't revealed, or the contents of the box were not revealed in Kingdom Hearts 3. And technically, we did see the Master in the secret ending, and we've seen him in Remind trailers, but we also really didn't see him. Like, you can go without the secret ending in Kingdom Hearts 3, so a lot of those people who didn't go through the trouble of unlocking the secret ending probably never saw him in the game or didn't see him in the game at all, straight up. So you might as well say he wasn't in the game. And Nomura was very quick to debunk that by saying the Master wasn't going to make an appearance in Kingdom Hearts 3, which was a straight up lie because Remind is coming. Well, you know what? It's a lie, but not a lie at the same time. Whatever. But he wasn't quick to debunk the whole box thing. In fact, he didn't even comment on it. Maybe it's because he felt like saying no might have derailed people from buying Kingdom Hearts 3. Maybe that was a reason behind it. And the interviewer doesn't even present that part as a question at all. The interviewer straight up says, and I quote, "So the box's contents will be revealed in Kingdom Hearts 3, ... which does not happen. We do see the box in the epilogue, and the epilogue leaves off on a cliffhanger with the box and with the piece placing of Sora by Ericus. So it has me wondering. Now, I already talked about like a secret episode for Remind and what it might contain. It might be following up on the secret ending for Kingdom Hearts 3, or the ending for Kingdom Hearts 3, ending and secret ending. The ending leading into the secret ending. That's probably the best way to word it. Where Sora goes to save Kairi, and I've already proven that this might be the case based off of the Kiriti cutscene that we saw in the recent Remind trailer. Even though it was short, it definitely revealed a decent bit. But what if they're following up on the epilogue as well? Because either one, this was straight up cut content from the game, literally just cut out lore, everything, or he did this intentionally and he's saving this for Remind. He purposely did save it for Remind, which I definitely know some people are going to be upset about if that does prove to be the case, but hey, it is what it is. Now, the most recent comment that Nomura has made about the box in Kingdom Hearts 3 is from the Kingdom Hearts 3 Ultimania. Now, I'm going to be reading two parts from the Ultimania that have to do with the epilogue. Xigbar says, "I had a role to play, and after all these years, it's done." What was his role? He was directed by his mentor, someone called the Master of Masters, to make sure that the Keyblade entrusted to him was passed down into the future. This was tied to another mission, which will be made clear in a future game. Now, will be made clear in a future game is an important thing to keep in mind. We really want to know what is inside the black box, the interviewer asks. Everyone asks that, but it's the key to the future games. As the Master of Masters said in Kingdom Hearts Key back cover, it's a surprise. Laughs. Now, this was the last time Nomura has been on record talking about the black box. So Nomura says it's the key to future games, which is the same thing he kind of said about Xigbar, will be made clear in a future game. And when Xigbar leaves off, or Lushu I should better say, when the epilogue ends off, the foreteller scene anyways, he says it's a long story. It then pans to the black box, and I'm sure that is the big cliffhanger that's supposed to be meant for future Kingdom Hearts games, or maybe even Remind, who knows. So we all know that it's confirmed probably going to happen in a future Kingdom Hearts game at the least. I don't know, man, it's extremely weird because in 2017 it's almost as if pre-Kingdom Hearts 3, they were suggesting very heavily, I would say, that the contents of the black box would possibly be revealed in Kingdom Hearts 3, and that didn't happen, though we did see the black box, and we heard Maleficent and Pete talk about it quite a bit in the game. We heard a lot of people talk about it in the game. Larxene mentioning the black box about this thing that Xigbar won't tell anybody about. It's all definitely leading into a future game, or that's what we are supposed to think, right, after Kingdom Hearts 3, but what if it is leading into Remind? What if? Because the Master originally wasn't supposed to be in Kingdom Hearts 3, and I'm sure the Master is helping Xehanort with his world tour, his Mark of Mastery exam basically, and after Nomura said he wasn't going to be in the game, he ended up being in the game, or at least whenever Remind releases, he will be in the game. So since the Master is back, then what if they decide to go the extra mile and reveal what's in the black box, maybe. Maybe we'll see an extended epilogue scene where Xigbar actually opens the box, or someone opens the box, and then like the screen cuts to black, and then you see the game end screen with all of your Gummy Ship information, how many hours you played, and all that nonsense. Maybe that happens, I don't know. But this video isn't made to have you expecting some sort of black box reveal in Remind, or anything of the sorts. This is simply me just speculating and talking nonsense nonsense like I normally do. I saw something very interesting while researching for another video, and I decided to talk about it because I really want to get your guys' thoughts on this. Like, what do you think about this? Because, like, some things aren't really adding up here that well to me. And as a Kingdom Hearts fan, I definitely tend to overthink some things, so I wonder if this is one of those scenarios where I'm definitely overthinking it, which I probably definitely am. Or if, like, maybe there is a possibility, or you guys think there is also a possibility that, we might get hit with some crazy curveball pretty soon. But thank you guys for watching today's video. Comment down below what you think about all of this, because this is some pretty interesting stuff that I feel like I found, and I want to know your guys' opinions on it all. But if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like, share the video with a friend or a family member, and last but not least, if you have not already and want to become a part of the union, all you have to do is hit that red little subscribe button down below. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.